The rain poured mercilessly, drumming against the old roof of their tiny apartment. Ada sat in the dimly lit room, her hands trembling as she clutched the eviction notice. Kunle paced back and forth, his face tense with frustration. "We have 7 days, Ada," he muttered, rubbing his forehead. 7 days, or we'll be out on the street." Ada swallowed the lump in her throat. They had fought too hard to build a life together. How had it come to this? A sharp knock on the door startled them both. Their landlord's voice came through the wood, impatient and sharp. "I want my money, Kunle. No excuses." Ada and Kunle exchanged a look of desperation. This wasn't how their love story was supposed to go. But life had other plans. Kunle and Ada had met in the bustling city of Lagos, where dreams clashed against reality every single day. Kunle, a struggling architect, had ambitions bigger than the sky. He wanted to design skyscrapers, build estates, and make a name for himself. Ada, on the other hand, was a tailor with a gift. Her hands could turn ordinary fabric into magic. She had dreams too, to own a fashion house, to see people wear her designs with pride. They fell in love not because life was easy, but because they believed in each other. When they got married, they had nothing but hope. They rented a small one-room apartment, promising that one day, they would live in a home of their own. But dreams don't pay bills. Kunle had been job hunting for months. Architecture firms turned him away, saying they needed experience he didn't have. Ada worked long hours, sewing clothes for customers who rarely paid on time. Then came the medical bills. Ada had fallen sick, a strange illness that drained her strength. The hospital visits swallowed their savings, leaving them with nothing. The debts piled up. The landlord grew impatient. And then, the final blow, Kunle's small job as a site supervisor was terminated without warning. That was the day they received the eviction notice. Kunle sat outside their apartment, staring into the dark streets. His pride burned. How had he failed Ada like this? "Maybe I should borrow money," he whispered to himself. But from who? His thoughts drifted to an old friend, Osaro, a man known for making quick money in shady ways. Kunle had always stayed away from him, but desperation was a powerful thing. That night, Kunle made a decision. Osaro welcomed him with a wide grin. "I knew you'd come," he said, pouring a drink. Kunle hesitated. "I just need a loan. Nothing illegal." Osaro chuckled. "Nothing in this city is free, my friend." He leaned in. "But there's a job. A simple one. Do it, and you'll have enough to pay your rent and more." Kunle's chest tightened. "What kind of job?" Osaro smirked. "A delivery. That's all. You don't ask questions, you just take the package where I tell you." Kunle knew. Deep down, he knew this was wrong. But with Ada sick and their home on the line, did he really have a choice? Kunle took the package. It was small, wrapped in brown paper. As he walked through the quiet streets, his heart pounded. Was this drugs? Stolen goods? Halfway through the journey, he stopped. His conscience screamed at him. No. This wasn't the way. With a deep breath, he turned around and walked back to Osaro's house. "I can't do this," he said, placing the package on the table. Osaro's smile vanished. His eyes darkened. "You think you have a choice?" Kunle held his ground. "I'd rather lose everything than sell my soul." For a long moment, Osaro stared at him. Then, he laughed. "You're a fool, Kunle. But I respect it." He let Kunle walk away, but not before warning him. "Life doesn't reward honesty, my friend." Kunle returned home, defeated but relieved. Ada was waiting for him, her eyes full of worry. "I don't have the money," he admitted. She touched his face gently. "Then we'll fight another way." That night they made a plan. Kunle would take his sketches to every architecture firm again, no matter how many times they rejected him. Ada would sew day and night, turning her designs into a collection. They would give it one last shot. Days turned into weeks. The eviction deadline came, but the landlord gave them more time after seeing their determination. Then, one evening, Kunle received a call. "Mr. Kunle, we saw your designs. We'd like to offer you a position in our firm." Kunle nearly dropped the phone. His work had finally been noticed. That same week, Ada's dresses caught the attention of a fashion influencer, who posted about her designs. Orders flooded in. Their storm was finally breaking. Months later, Kunle and Ada moved into a new apartment, a place they could finally call home. The struggles hadn't broken them. If anything, they had made them stronger. Kunle had learned that shortcuts weren't the answer. Ada had learned that patience and resilience paid off. And together, they had proven that no matter how dark the night, the sun always rises. Lesson to learn. Life will test you, push you to the edge, and make you question everything. But no matter how hard it gets, never trade your values for temporary relief. Hard work, faith, and resilience will always win in the end. No storm lasts forever. The sun will rise if you keep holding on.